What up, y'all? It's your bull. Oh, we're on the wrong sides. The wrong sides. All right, guys. Couple of right pack announcements.
Righteous.
We're doing this bonus episode, so we just want to have a family meeting real quick before we get started.
Right.
One thing, I forgot my laptop, so I almost had to buy a laptop today to do this. Luckily, one person on our tour bought the laptop.
Where do you get the bigger laptops to go across a lap so big as yours?
I didn't know where you were going with that. It's funny. I was like, the best, but a couple of y'all were in the comments like, "Where the bonus episode, cuz?
I need it now." Where's that, man? We heard you.
So, we want y'all to know we are doing everything we can to get y'all an extra bonus episode a week.
Yes.
But
it's a lot, too.
It's a lot. This week alone, I shot we got home Monday. Sunday from New York with my wife. So we didn't usually Dope Boy and I are together on the weekends. We shoot the bonus episodes in, but we're not together this weekend. Monday had a 12-hour shoot. Tuesday we shot the regular episode, and Dope Boy had meetings for his production show
for a different show I'm doing.
Wednesday and Thursday, I had to shoot 2 episodes of my Facebook show. 12-hour days. Literally came back from my Facebook show, got home,
shoved some food down your face, and
threw some food in my mouth, took a shower. Melissa packed for me, went on a plane.
Forgot a bunch of stuff.
Flew out. I left my backpack. I don't have a laptop here. So our only guarantee is that we will give you one bonus episode. And we got really excited. We got part of it's our fault. We got so excited.
Gonna hold you.
We were just throwing up all the episodes we can of stuff. But we want the bonus episode. Well, the bonus. I mean, I'm talking about like not Spice Adams, the Coco episode and
the weight loss thing.
No, the weight loss thing. Like we were throwing up all type of stuff. So we know y'all was like, oh yeah, this is content. But we don't have crazy amounts of that stuff. So we want to just make sure we give you the bonus episode,
right?
For you only.
And
so give us a break.
Yes.
If some weeks we only have one bonus episode,
right.
Because. Like this coming week, just so y'all know, Doughboy's on his show. He's shooting his Teddy vs. Doughboy, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
So I come back Monday, and then we get land at 10:30. I got to be on set at 12 to shoot till 8.
Yes.
And then I got to shoot Tuesday and Wednesday. None of these things we're complaining about.
No, we just want y'all to know that we're doing our part to give y'all a bonus episode, but... Right. Y'all, a lot of y'all was like, we need more. Where's the bonus? And remember, the bonus episode is designed generally to be after the main episode, depending on what the stuff is. So, just so y'all know, and I put this in the Patreon, but if you didn't see it, our idea is to shoot our regular episode on Tuesday. And here's another thing that y'all didn't know. My wife was like, Kev, you got to chill shooting bonus episodes willy-nilly. Like, we don't have that much of you. At home, if as soon as you get excited, you go shoot a bonus episode. You're gone from the house for 3 or 4 days on one of the few days
you were about
home.
to do that. Son, I rarely have to stop Kev, but I babysat his kids last weekend from Thursday to Sunday. Joe had a soccer game, and you had just got back into town, came up to the soccer game, and was still like, yo, let's go shoot right now. I'm like, bro, go be with your family.
Yeah.
Like, chill, it's cool.
So
but that's just how our motors go.
Like, you have Tuesdays as a shoot day, okay? And also, we're still moving to the office. We had Tuesdays as a shoot day. We had a whole bunch of merch to get out. We're training new people on our team to handle the merch. And Doughboy had stuff to do, and I had stuff to do. But my wife was like, Kev, I'm going to need you to stick to your shooting schedule for our family's sake. So after that, I was like, okay, we either shoot 2 bonus episodes on Tuesday, or we shoot when we're on the road.
Right, and that makes more sense.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out.
And another thing, too, just to let everybody know, everybody who puts their request in for their 100 raps, their Doughboy raps. Listen, I got you all. That's actually something that got grandfathered over. We're not even offering that because this is the thing. When we started the Patreon, we literally started it like, if you can just pay a percentage of your bills with this will be great. Yeah. We had no idea a month and a half later we'd have close to 3,000.
Yes.
So it's just realistically we can't. But for everybody who sent their request next week, because I'm not going to be on the road next weekend. If you put in your specialized rap, it will get done next week, and you will have it next week. So we got y'all.
Yes.
We love y'all. Okay.
All right. So with that being said,
your head and your forehead,
hoodies, man. I'm sorry. All right. So that being said,
you got some onions on your eyebrows. I felt bad because...
And also, we don't have a laptop to edit. We order room service so we can knock this out.
Yeah, so if you see some food come in and we start chowing down,
y'all just know. Have to hold us.
We family.
We family now. We family now because we literally cannot... I don't have editing software.
Right. He was literally good. This is how much we love it. He literally... I don't know if you just said this, but I'm going to say it again. He literally was going to go to the Mac store and purchase a laptop for us to get you guys the bonus
and then
footage.
return it back when I get home. But
you was going to return it back? Oh, yeah.
I was going to buy a laptop just so I could upload this and get it because we want to make sure we are men of our word.
Absolutely.
Right. Good.
So, and
good.
And just so you guys know, and I know that we'll be touching on this more in detail on the regular episode, but you know that me and this guy have a weight loss challenge going on. The deal is I will weigh less than this putz by August 21st, which is my 40th birthday. He's currently at 250. I'm currently at 315. That is the bet. A lot of you guys...
We're going to go into detail on that on the main episode.
So make sure you watch the other episode.
All right.
We'll talk about it.
All right.
So... All right, so we got a couple things on the docket to talk about that are interesting. The first one is, once again, and I think that we should definitely delve into this. Once again, cancel culture is warring its ugly head, and this time it's warring itself at Daniel Caesar.
So here's the thing about that. So if you don't know, let's set the stage.
Okay.
Google Daniel Caesar and what he said. He basically got drunk. Well, actually, two things happened this week. Dave Chappelle called him gay, and people were like, basically trying to cancel Dave Chappelle. They were
going to cancel Dave for calling him gay?
They were going at Dave.
Because he just said he's gay?
He said, man, you look gay. Right? So Daniel Caesar was like getting visibly upset. Dave was like, am I offending you? Am I offending you?
Oh, he said this to his face?
Yes. It was on John Mayer's live show.
He was like, you look
Daniel
gay?
Caesar's like, me, I'm John Mayer, you're Dave Chappelle. Daniel Caesar is like off camera. So you see Dave and them both looking at it. Right. So John Mayer is trying to be like, Dave, like, chill, bro. Like, I'm about love. Like, you got an opportunity to fix it. Dave just doubles down, triples down, quadruples down, like, nah, man, you kind of look gay. Like, and if you're mad by that, then you're just sensitive. So I think Daniel Caesar, in my opinion, I'm just projecting. I feel like he was more like...
He was already on edge?
No. I think he was more like, this is Dave Chappelle. I got to just be like, I just got to
But see, that's the thing. In 2019... Like, I guess I'm just trying to understand the psychology of Dave Chappelle when he said it. Like, is he saying, like, trying to be funny? Was he, like, trying to insult him?
He's absolutely trying to be funny.
In 2019, is somebody being gay funny?
Because
it's so normalized. That's the reason, like, I'm just, like, trying to get into his mind, like, why even?
No,
was he just having fun and that was just how he felt that day?
Dave also looked drunk.
Oh.
Just like, and that's part of the thing.
Right.
So Daniel Caesar... That happened, and then he went on his thing. So that's what he's referencing when he said,
Okay.
So Daniel Caesar goes on. Basically, the short version is he basically is like, we need to get over racism. Like, racism's in the past. We need to get over it. We need to move forward, bridge the gap. Literally, him and his voice say bridge the gap.
Right.
And he's like, and if y'all cancel me. Y'all
made me rich. I can go back to nothing.
Yeah, so here's my thing. Or do you want to go first?
Go ahead. Let me hear.
Here's my thing. Again, there's a lot of thoughts. I don't really want to get into the whole systemic racism thing. Like, I don't feel like Daniel Caesar's from Canada,
so he doesn't even know the racism.
He doesn't even understand.
He gets free benefits
in America. How racism shaped America.
Right.
Has shaped America.
Because pardon my ignorance on this, because Canada is not technically a part of America. I know.
Part of North America, the continent.
But as far as how it's ran, they don't really see what we see.
As a country, not the same. Slavery was never legal. They didn't profit off. I'm not saying there's no racism in Canada, because people from Canada are like, yo, there is racism there. But it's not a country founded upon racism off the backs of black people the way that America
So he doesn't even come across as the person who should even be qualified
to say.
And
that's facts. That's one thing about social media that I think... it's ridiculous. Right. I don't know what the right word is. We feel like we always have to say something. Right? So here's the thing. I want to say something. I actually have never publicly said this, and I'm glad we have a bonus episode for this. I don't know if you know this about my social media. When celebrities die, I don't always post rest in peace.
I actually do notice that about
I only post the ones that...
Close to you.
Yeah, well, like, have made an impact in my life. I feel like because of, social media, we feel like we always gotta post.
Everybody gotta say something about everything.
Yes.
Right.
And so I mean, when people like when Muhammad Ali died, or he's just the first one that comes to mind. Like people that I was like inspired by, or their music, or whatever. Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. I was gonna say Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson died. Absolutely. I don't want to name a celebrity that I didn't post, but let's just say ex-celebrity who didn't. I didn't have as much of a connection with. But I feel like people just post.
Right. It always becomes like the cool thing to do.
Right. So the other thing is, I think a couple of things. One. Getting drunk and going on live
is never a good idea.
Never a good idea when people's perception of you is inherently important to how you make money. Sometimes it's best to shut up and eat your food. And what I mean by that,
I like shut up and eat your food.
Bro, Daniel Caesar is a singer,
that's a
songwriter.
Shirt. Right.
Yeah, shut up and eat your food.
Shut up and eat your food. I like that.
Bro, if you are not knowledgeable about something,
just don't say it.
Sometimes you just get out here looking dumb because you feel like you just want to say something. People don't want to say what they really feel like. Maybe it's okay to say I'm not from America. I don't really know nothing like that. He's also young. I don't know how young he is.
Right. But we've said that sometimes just know the power of just shutting up.
Bro, just shutting up is even in the court of law.
Right.
Sometimes people are like, man, he just won't talk.
Yeah.
You got to build your case another way. Remember that show you were telling me on Netflix about how they coerced all those confessions out of people?
Yeah.
If they would just shut up
and
just been like, nope.
People don't understand. When they read you your Mirandas, the first thing they tell you is, you have the right to remain silent. Use it. Daniel Caesar, you can shut up. You can just not say it. It's cool. And then when people also don't understand.
Alcohol makes you do that.
I'm very versed in the alcohol thing, but the thing is, what people also, I think people also don't understand.
Sorry guys, we're not editing. I'm really thirsty. Okay. Y'all just gonna have to.
So that's the thing that I don't think he understands is that the social thermometer, you don't know it when it's happening. And what I mean by that is, bro, when you're on your live and you got 400 people watching you, you're probably just, I'm just talking to 400 people. Right. You're not thinking somebody is screen recording this. It's going to go on Twitter. It's going to do 1 million. Right. Now everybody's going to have something to say about this.
I feel like he thought about that because he said, go ahead and cancel me. Like, I feel like, and also, here's another thing. Who's around you matters. Because if that was you, I would have been like, all right, fam, we got
exactly.
Ain't no way I'm going to have, especially if you know those dudes around that table are... Like in this scenario, if you're Daniel Caesar, I'm here because of you.
Exactly.
If you're not
protect the bag,
hey man,
bro. Exactly.
But before the bag,
just as my boy, exactly.
Bro, you out here drunk, you acting wild.
If there was ever a situation, and this is your tour, this is real comedian social media. If there's ever a situation where we're out and you have a couple drinks and you start bugging on camera, I'm gonna shut it down, and you can just be mad at me later. I'm like, bro, I'll break a camera. Like, no, we're not doing that. Like, no, because
just like when you got drunk at work
and you put me in the Uber.
I was like,
protection.
This is my boy. Let me just go ahead.
Exactly.
So it also goes to say, but I don't think they were not protecting him. I think they all probably are equally as ignorant. Right. And just like the thing with R. Kelly, and I don't mean this in Daniel Caesar, R. Kelly. What I mean to say, the people around you, when you're the check writer, sometimes they're just like, look.
They don't know how to talk in a way of...
Yes, I'm just going to say whatever you say for the most part.
I don't want you to stop this bag for me.
That's why I'm so glad I have my wife and my brother and my dad, because they are like, bro, I don't... All this, especially my wife.
Yeah.
All this could go.
Today.
You start acting crazy... My wife told me the other day, man, I was saying something, I don't remember what
Come back and you got to come into the phone.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. We're not on our usual setup. And she was like, you think you're better than you really are. And you don't give people the same grace that you need sometimes. I was like...
You need people in your life to tell you that.
And at the point, she wasn't saying that about she was like, at this point, but yes. Because I had to swallow... This is a bottle of sadness.
You're right. I like it.
But you need that.
You need that.
Yeah.
You need that to be able to keep you humble, keep you close to home base. Right. And that's the thing. When you start getting too many yes men around you and then nobody can, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It becomes a very toxic situation. And then that's to your point of like with an R. Kelly, it can even have further reaching repercussions, because now those people all basically turned into accomplices, because they just didn't know how to be like, bro, you bugging.
Well, no,
I can't be a part of that.
They were also doing the evil
exactly.
But so here's the thing about the record industry that I want to say. So remember when Will Smith was talking about record industry, entertainment industry?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when Will Smith was talking about why he didn't do Instagram because there was like a certain amount of mystery that you needed to go along with you as a star. And now social media, like your authenticity, right? Mm-hmm. Cardi B's a great example of that. So are me and you. But one of the benefits of having a publicist and only doing interviews when you have a project is because there's no live. People like Daniel Caesar, you get drunk like that,
you get stupid.
You're just nobody knows you're a freaking idiot.
Exactly.
When you're at work and you have to do a meet and greet, people are like, in that scenario, there's no camera. There's a bigger protection bubble around you.
Right.
So social media, people think we changed and we're bad or this. I don't think so. I think
it just showed us who people really are, and we didn't know before.
I have said this. People like always when I make fun of these do church videos, make fun of people in the church. People always say the church is messed up now. It used to be like this. Church always been funny. The only thing that changed is now we have something with which to record it, record our stuff, and distribute it on the internet. Right. So we're getting lunch because we literally have to shoot this episode and possibly the main episode before our show. At 7 o'clock. Yeah, right over here, man. Fine. So the room service actually came faster than I thought. I appreciate that.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and sign. Okay. God bless you, sir.
All right.
Oh boy. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I caught that. You saw that? All right.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I heard that from the door.
Yeah.
So clearly, Chipotle would have been cheaper.
Yeah, because I forgot they had the feed. Like, woo. So let me just dabble in this real quick. Y'all just, we family now.
Yeah.
So how about
this? That's what I'm saying. We'll alternate.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was the last point that you were just on?
Social media changed the game.
Social media absolutely changed the game, and that's the thing. That's another reason I tell you this. I don't say it a ton publicly. It's a really huge reason why I also stopped drinking, because I knew I was a ticking time bomb. I knew eventually, and I used to tell you that. I used to be like, eventually I will say or do something that a conversation will not fix.
You can't come back from.
And I knew that. And so it was just like, do you like to drink so much that you will risk your entire career?
Right.
That was one of the biggest things. So bringing it back to Daniel Caesar, how do you feel about the things that he said? So let me just talk about.
You want to talk about it?
I'll go. Yeah. Eat your food.
I thought we were going. Okay, go ahead.
No, you thought it was a what?
Not go in detail about it, but we can.
No, let's go into detail how we feel about it. So as far as the things that he said, okay, I have to just play it honest. I do feel like there was some things that he was saying that I could agree with. And
about sensitivity.
About sensitivity, I do sometimes feel, as a culture, we can be a little sensitive. But you know what I'm saying? At the same time, I also understand there have been tons of things wrongly done to black people in this country that would absolutely justify.
So are you saying sensitive about black people or sensitive about everything?
No, I'm just saying that sometimes I do feel like as black people, like sometimes we can be sensitive about race relations sometimes. I do feel like a little bit that there is there. But at the same time, I do also know that so much wrong has happened. I would never sit there and say, like, no, we should be able to complain every day if that's what we want to, because of the things that, you know, that we've gone through. But as far as the whole, this is the thing that I'm starting to have more and more of a problem with. The whole notion of this cancel culture is coming for you if you make a mistake. That is what I'm starting to have a very big problem with, because now it's just like people can't even be human. He can't even come back and say, you know what, I kind of had too many.
I think you can, though. Because people have
people cancel people all the time.
Look at Jordan Woods.
You're right.
Jordan Woods came back with the heartfelt apology and was like, here's my part, here's where I messed up. I apologize, I take responsibility. Remember Brother Nature, the animal dudes, it served that he had, he said some Nazi stuff when he was like 12 or 13. He apologized sincerely. His career didn't even take a beat.
He went right back to...
Kevin Hart cheated on his wife. I'm sorry. Oh, no. Yeah, cheated on his wife with the pregnant...
right.
With the thing. He did his apology. Career didn't take a beating. So I think people are allowed to do it when you have a sincere apology. It's when you just be like, nah, I'm not, I don't care. I don't care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think Khloe Kardashian would have just been like, damn, this kind of hurts. I'm sad. Give me a chance. Or not apologize, but did it like that. people might not have been happy for her because they didn't kind of like her because she was a Kardashian, but they wouldn't have been like mad at her. You know what I'm saying? So I think
is that we want people to.
We have not robbed people of a sincere apology.
Right. And he hasn't come out and vocally given one since this happened.
No, I saw that D-Ray. You know D-Ray, the social activist who always wear the blue vest on Twitter? He, D-Ray, who a lot of people apparently don't like him either.
We just don't like nobody.
D-Ray, for different reasons. He was like, I spoke with Daniel Caesar, and he understands the ramifications of what he said, and he's learning to do the work to understand even more. And people were like, bro, let him say that. So people were just like, did he pay you to...
See, and that's what I liked more about Jess Hilarious's apology than everybody. She just came out and just said it. I respected her so much because he just kept it 100. And at the end of the day, I done made so many mistakes. I'm not here to ever pick and choose at who does make mistakes. But at the same time, I would just like you to be accountable. Because if you can be accountable about something, say, hey, wasn't the right thing to do, messed up, blah, blah, blah. For me, cool. Let's move forward.
Right.
Let's, I don't feel like... What you doing?
Napkin.
Okay. So I do feel like I think people got to stop flirting with that whole cancel me. I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you will get canceled, bro. Anybody can be canceled, bro. Like, you see what they doing to Mike right now? Michael Jackson. Like, that's Michael Jackson, bro. So you can't, Daniel Caesar, I understand you might have a couple hot songs out. You ain't Michacle Jackson, bro. So
yeah.
He is canceled.
And you got a long way to go for the rest of your career.
So even...
Like, look at, like, it's totally unrelated, but not to what we think or what we're saying. I want to have a career. There's two people, one in music, one in comedy, that I would love if my career was like theirs. Music is Stevie Wonder. Comedy is Jerry Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld grew up stand-up, ventured off and did TV, done some movies. But right now, if you're a Seinfeld fan, and Seinfeld just performed with Trevor, the same show as Trevor.
Seinfeld did?
Yes, he just popped up on Trevor's Instagram.
What?
He was just at the Improv.
Tell me he's seen Trevor's set.
I don't know if he went
that
first.
That would make
my
heart smile so big if Trevor was opening up for Seinfeld.
Right.
Go ahead.
No, I don't think it was like that. I think he just dropped in. Celebrity drop in.
Gotcha.
But he tours. He did a Vegas residency. Stevie Wonder, if you loved his music, he was on Motown, One Gotta Go. I know. I don't want to. It was, yeah.
I'm glad the college was able to level.
Well, on Facebook,
they tore it to me.
You. So, but listen. Stevie Wonder, if you loved him from the 70s, 80s, 90s.
Is really good.
70s, 80s, or 90s, you can still go enjoy his concert. He may not be selling like he was back then when his singles were on the top of the chart.
Might not be moving around like he used to be. Because he get older.
Yeah, but he can still have a long career and his fan base is still there. Never heard nothing negative as far as I know about Stevie Wonder or Jerry Seinfeld.
You know whose career...
Jerry Seinfeld? Sorry, go ahead.
You know whose career I would like to model? If I could do two people. If I could do comedy, Jamie Foxx. I feel like Jamie Foxx always looks like he's having a great time.
Yeah.
Even in interviews, he's done movies, he's done TV shows, he's done an album. I would just say he is the person who, because he got to do everything he wanted to do. So I think Jamie Foxx, I wouldn't even go with it. Just he would be the person. But
Hold on. This is just funny that we're basically having lunch with our friends.
This is what this is. We family, y'all.
We family, y'all. I know we smack. I'm trying to eat, but
this salmon is fire and this okra.
I realized me and Joe realized the only way we can do this episode and not make it go into next week.
We got it right.
Is do it today.
And we want to be able to have the energy. So I was like, bro, do you really think we're gonna be able to do this without eating? He was like, bro, we got to eat.
We weren't gonna.
But we ain't gonna be. If we go and eat, so this is why we do this. So, with Daniel, where do you fall on him? Are you upset with him for saying things that he said?
Here's my thing.
Can I have one of your shrimp? I really want one.
You been looking at it? I seen you looking at it.
You want a piece of my fish?
I'll allow it.
Good.
Here's my thing. You can...
Thank you.
I'm going to put this in the sauce.
I'm going to get a little of that good here.
Oh, that salmon is fire.
Rich is fire.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, now I'm ready to make it up. All right, sure.
Here's how I fall.
Okay.
I don't want to cancel somebody.
Have you canceled anybody effectively? Is Kanye still canceled to you?
I'm purchasing nothing else. Oh, shoot, sorry. I purchased nothing from Kanye.
So was he canceled? Because that's what you said.
He's on probation.
You gave a new definition. Tell them what your definition of canceling is. I think it's important for people to know what a proper cancel is.
A proper cancel to me is when you were a fan and you were previously supporting someone, and because of their actions, whatever that is, because of their actions, you no longer
You pull financial support.
You pull financial support.
So it's not about just liking somebody, I'm going to unfollow you. Or because I think what you were saying before was actually a great point, was people don't even really, like the people for Just Hilarious, they weren't never really for her.
No.
And then she does something wrong, then, oh, you cancel. You would never hear to promote her anyway.
Right.
So you're saying pull, and so is Kanye, so Kanye's on systematic probation?
He's on probation.
Okay.
Until further notice.
Okay.
And like posting his video, when I made a video about him, that doesn't help his career in any way.
Okay. So you're not putting no money in his pocket. You're not buying his album.
No album, not even streaming his album.
Now let me ask you this. That's just interesting that you say that, because I feel like, and I've said this on the potty before. Given the climate of what our celebrities are doing these days, are you really going to hold him that hard just to some jerk statements, or just saying some things that probably were off-killed and, you know what I'm saying, just a little bit? And I had an interesting take on Joe Rogan's podcast. You have some food in your cheer.
Well, here's the thing. I haven't stopped listening to my old Kanye albums. Okay, so here's my Supreme Chapter.
But you didn't cancel him then.
I already downloaded them.
Just if you still listen to him, that's not fully
I'm gonna give you my
canceled.
Supreme. Okay. I'm gonna give you. I said he's on probation.
Okay.
A full cancellation for me is R. Kelly.
So you won't even listen to his music?
I won't even listen to his music anymore. Okay. I won't go to concerts. I won't buy nothing. I won't even listen. Like, I deleted his discography.
He's dead to you.
He is full on. I will not support anything you do. I won't listen to your past work. You are done.
So that's a full cancellation.
That to me is a cancellation.
Kanye's on a probation cancellation.
I ain't rocking with Kanye. He's on probation.
Because
I'm not putting money into his pockets, but I haven't eliminated everything he's ever done.
Right.
I still listen to his old music. I be watching the Sunday services that every Sunday. I be like, man,
what was it that kicked you over the top of him? Was it just the remarks? The remarks became too.
I'm gonna tell you what it was. I think I don't think I ever really like nailed it down until you just asked me. I feel like Kanye was reckless with how big his platform was. Like, I think he had some. Your thoughts are your thoughts, right? There's Black Republicans. You can be. There's people who are like supporters of Bush that I didn't just disagree with you because you don't agree with my politics, right? I feel like what Kanye was saying about slavery and history and culture was really wild and reckless. And some people who are young and not knowledgeable are gonna be like, yeah, slavery, blah, 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 stuff like that. And that's where I'm like, I can't rock with you. You need to clean up some of those.
Disrespecting dead ancestors.
Right. And honestly, from Kanye's financial standpoint, he's not subject to racism in the same way the average person is. You and me.
Right.
He lives in a protected bubble in Calabasas. Like,
he's a Kardashian.
He's a Kardashian.
Right.
So that's kind of where I am. Daniel Caesar, all I really ever bought from him is, for me, he's on a misdemeanor. Like, bro, you wild. Watch what you're saying. Like,
but see, that's why I feel like him and Just Hilarious kind of share a parallel in their mistakes of recent, because it's almost like you haven't even done enough yet for me to be hearing this about you. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel about Just as incredible as a run she's had over the past 2-3 years. You haven't done enough to be out here saying the F word and getting people kicked off flights. Like, I shouldn't, as a consumer, be hearing this. I mean, I feel the same way about Daniel Caesar. Like, he got a couple songs, like a song that he did with her. But, bro, I don't know your music enough for you to be out here saying this and getting a pass.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's almost like...
I don't think you can cancel somebody you're not a true fan of.
I'm not... I mean, I like his stuff, but I haven't, like, heard
So how
his
do you feel about Louis C.K.? Because with his stuff, like, he's another person who, like, I watched a couple episodes of Louis.
I think a better question for me would be, how do I feel about a Kevin Spacey? Because I was more invested in Kevin Spacey than I was Louis C.K.
Were you happy that he was removed from House of Cards?
Yeah, I thought that was the right thing to do.
Yeah. And his movie made literally $100,000, $7. The movie that he released right after that, it was like a world record for the least amount of money it made.
But see, this is how I feel about it. With how I look at canceling people, I almost look at it like, I won't support you financially once you're fully canceled. And I was a huge Kevin Spacey fan. Like, he was in my top 5 of actors. And
was it really?
He's great. Oh my God.
Who's your other 4?
Leo, Tom Hanks, Denzel, Will Smith. But so I say this.
Michael Jordan in there?
Can I say it? Because this is the bonus, right? Let me go on this tangent. Listen this.
You listen this.
I don't want to say it on the main page.
Why? You're supposed to stand on your truth. You're supposed to be afraid.
I'm going to hop out of a window, and we're on the 17th floor.
All right, the 17th floor.
And this is what I will say. Brass tacks, Michael B. Jordan is not a good actor. And debate me. No. Did you see Creed 2?
Yeah.
Tell me that wasn't a laughable performance.
I would not say it was a laughable performance.
You were convinced? He's not good.
Here's what I'll say. So we just saw Us.
We're gonna talk about.
I think we should talk about that in the main episode because it comes out Wednesday. I feel like we got to give people at least the rule, at least on Twitter, is you got to give people at least till Monday.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Before you
go
release spoilers. Okay. By Wednesday, if you haven't seen it, then you know spoilers are already dropping.
Gotcha.
So I feel like
we'll talk about that on the main episode. Okay.
Here's my thing about him. Actually, it's not unfair because I really like Winston Duke's performance.
That's in The Wire.
No, Winston Duke is the M'Baku, the dad in this.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What I'll say about Michael B. Jordan's performance in Creed 2. Did you like it in Creed 1?
I thought he was cool in Creed 1. And then when I seen Creed 2, I was like, bro,
what was the difference? Because I just feel like he did the same thing. I feel like he's
an inherent overactor.
And that's, it's funny you say this because when you first said, I was like, nah. But we had this argument at ADD, right? And a couple people had said that, and they weren't like, it wasn't like, oh, we're all saying he's an overactor. Mm-hmm. We were talking about him. It was actually after Black Panther.
Well, yeah.
And Sid was like, he be overacting.
He
And then after Creed 2, Jay Taj was saying that. And then I was talking to some of the girls in the marketing department, and they were like, I like him in the body and stuff, but he be kind of overacting. Like people who are really into movies and stuff,
right.
Like he be overacting. So I can see, here's what I'll say. Mm-hmm. I can see that in when he gets mad in roles, he loses a little bit of authenticity.
He does.
I wouldn't say that he's
That's a perfect assessment because he did that in Creed too. Like
that's where
he got into an argument. He was just like, "No, I ain't scared of you, bro." I was just like,
so
he wasn't even acting like that.
Black Panther, did he make you feel like that?
He did. Like he overacted that.
So when he's fighting T'Challa the first time, when he's like, "Oh, I'm ready. I've been waiting for this." I felt it, right? His last scene where he was like the ancestors thing where people were quoting it, like I can see that when he gets angry, you don't believe it. Like, but in The Wire,
he was fire.
His Wallace character.
I said this last night.
The vulnerable part of him, I bought it hook, line, and sinker.
I said this in a conversation yesterday, and I didn't realize the genius in it until I said it, and then I seen the look at everybody's face at the table change when I said it, and then it made sense. He's a good actor. He's just not a leading actor. I feel like if you put him around other people, if you put him around other people, he can hold his own. But when you put him as a centerpiece, no, it's just like
Michael B. Jordan elicit
I'm just like.
Really?
Nah. Did you see the movie they did for HBO about the fireman joint?
Fahrenheit something? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I didn't even watch the whole thing. I was just like,
that was like critically panned. Like before, the thing is, when I saw the trailer, I was like, I don't know. But before I could even press play, people was like, get it off my TV.
I don't want to watch
away from my eyes.
That's the thing.
But was it him or was it? Because people were saying that was a bad movie.
It was a bad movie,
like Final Four or Fantastic Four.
He was bad in that.
But that's the stuff. Like, here's my thing. I feel like you can be a good actor or decent actor in a bad film, and you can be a bad actor in a good film. You can be a bad actor in a bad film.
I don't feel like he was that great in Fruitvale Station.
I disagree there.
You thought he was good in that?
I loved him. I believed everything he did. He also never really got hugely mad at that movie. But I 100% believed him as Oscar Grant.
And this is another thing.
I think a bad actor is, the thing is, I think a bad actor is a little aggressive.
Okay.
Like Vince
I think like Tupac was a notorious overactor.
Tupac?
He was just always just
Poetic Justice. He was kind of muted.
No, he would do too much though. Like he
was that. From
he would just go to Juice like above the rim. It was just like okay.
But they were also casting him in very similar roles. Like
You're
Kevin
right.
Hart, he does that
in every film.
Like
it has nothing to do with nothing,
except whatever that one he just did with Bryan Cranston. He didn't do, but like so like.
But you said you loved him in high school, right?
Don't.
Come on, it's the bonus episode, man. You keep on haunting. You watched it on the plane and didn't finish it. On the plane. You understand me?
It wasn't on the plane. We were in the hotel.
I tried to watch it on the plane. I was like, I'm going to just sit here and be uncomfortable and let this kid behind me kick my seat. I didn't even go to sleep.
High School was not. It was not a good movie. Yeah. But the thing is hard is I have a lot of friends that are in that. Yvonne, Brisha.
Yeah, but
I know, but I didn't like it. But I also would not have went and saw that.
I want to ask you this, and this might ruffle a few feathers. But I said this
Michael
last
B. Jordan?
night. Indirectly.
Okay.
Are you ready to admit that overall, in the grand scheme of movies, being good, being bad, is this a great presentation of what I'm saying? Are we ready as a culture to finally say Black Panther a little overrated?
No.
Really?
No, and you so funny. I'm gonna tell you what's so funny about that. I'm gonna tell you what's so funny. Yes, I had this argument with a girl on set so many times during the Kev on Everything shoot. Here's the thing.
Oh, so other people feel this way?
She was the only one.
Okay.
And she was Dominican. She was from South America.
Okay.
Like she was Americanized, but she's not black. Here's what it is. Have you seen Crazy Rich Asians?
I didn't see the ending. I seen the first hour and 10 minutes.
Of it.
Oh, it's great. Love it.
Decent movie. I'm gonna tell you what it is about Black Panther. I think we as a culture of people, not only black people, I mean people.
It's people.
When something is universally liked, people want to poke holes in it. Like, was that great on the scale of greatness? Like, what I compare Black Panther to is other
superhero
movies, origin story film, which is usually the hardest one to put it
pull off. So
what you're likely comparing it to is the greatest superhero films ever made. Logan, Dark Knight. I don't think it's as good as those, but I don't think it's overrated either. I think, like Tony said, what it missed for me.
How many times have you watched this since the first time you've seen it?
I've seen it a couple times.
So it has replay value to you?
Well, yeah, it does. But I also personally, I don't revisit movies a lot unless I absolutely love them. Like that's not a good barometer for me because That's not something I do. I'd rather watch a new movie before I just pull up a movie I haven't seen because I want to just see more and more stuff and gather more information. So that doesn't, like I know a lot of people say like replay value, but that's not a big thing for me.
Right.
I think what happens is what a lot of black people why we like it so much, why we rank it so high is because the representation.
And that we never had any black people in those parts and roles.
Yes.
And I like it for that. So I don't ever want to come off like I'm cutting the legs.
How do you think it's rated? Because on IMDb it's like 7.8. Nobody, the people in the movie film.
Bro,
I think it means more to black people.
It's you know what it's almost like to me. It's almost like the Avatar effect to me.
What?
When Avatar came out, everybody was like good.
And
I was just like,
is
okay.
I'm gonna tell you what Avatar is.
Wasn't that great?
It was Fern Gully redone with really cool cameras.
Is that the actress that played the blue girl?
No, I mean the cartoon Fern Gully. Oh. It was literally we live in the forest in harmony with the animals. Somebody with a lot of money. Pocahontas, very similar. Like that story has been told that exact
way.
Like not even like almost every story is recycled in some ways, but that story has been told that exact way.
Right.
Like Avatar was just.
But I just remember when it came out, everybody was breaking records, and I was like, oh man, I can't wait to see this. And I just seen it, I was just like,
yeah. So it's a hype thing for you. Now remember how hype you were when we first saw Black Panther? You watched it with everybody at ADD.
I was excited. I was excited more for the moment and what it represented.
Yeah, but I don't think.
But even in the theater when I walked out, I was just, and I guess I was just rah because it was rah time for the team, and I'm back for the culture, but. Yeah. In the back of my mind, I was like, all right.
I'm going to tell you what it was. I think it would. I don't rank it as the best superhero films ever. I think it's solid.
But what is it better than?
A lot of Marvel movies. I mean, it's only not better than the great ones to me. The Avengers,
Iron Man 3. Well, Iron Man 3 was a bad one.
Yeah, Iron Man 2 and 3. I'll tell you what I watched before Black Panther in the Marvel universe, and almost all the X-Men movies. Get them out of here.
X-Men movies be trying to do too much.
Yeah, Logan, the Spider-Man movie.
Don't you dare about Logan.
No, Logan is the good one.
Okay.
I'm saying outside of Logan, most of the X-Men movies stunk.
Yeah, because I think they always try to like intertwine real life things that happen with a cartoon like this.
Yeah. So in the Marvel universe, the ones that are above Black Panther are probably Infinity War, and these are no order. I'm just thinking of them. Infinity War, Civil War. Winter Soldier, and the first Iron Man.
And then you got...
And then I put Black Panther right up there with them.
But it's not better than Dark Knight.
No, but Dark Knight's my favorite movie.
Right.
It's not better than Batman Begins. Mm-hmm. But I think those are two of the best.
It's not better than the first couple of Spider-Mans with Tobey?
2 and 3 easily better than.
Yeah, those are trash.
2 and 3 easily better than 3's hot pile of poo-poo juice. I actually probably would rather watch Black Panther than Spider-Man 1 with Tobey. Easily the two Spider-Mans with Andrew Garfield.
But you will at least fall in line and say it's not the greatest thing since apple pie.
Well, I never said that.
A lot of people do.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You also got to understand, a lot of people, like, that can be true for them.
Yeah.
Like, they might not watch as many movies or consume as many superhero movies to have the range. Like, Melissa's sister, Mel, she doesn't like going to the movies. She's not really big on movies.
I love going to the movies.
So she's like, this is one of the greatest movies ever. She's not wrong.
Because it's good to her.
It's good to her. And that's all that really matters. Like, there's
two things can be true.
Two things. It cannot be the best of, but you've also consumed way more movies than Mel has.
Yeah.
I've consumed way more.
Which probably makes me more critical on Michael B. Jordan's acting.
Exactly. And you can say that and be, because you've seen a lot of great performances. And you're also, when you compare Michael B. Jordan to, you're not comparing him to people in his class. Yeah. You're comparing him to De Niro.
And that's not fair, because he's probably watching everybody in his class.
And it's like, he's more in par with Chadwick. Like, I feel like Chadwick's a better actor than.
I feel like somebody set Chadwick Boseman up.
What do you mean?
I feel like he had too many iconic roles too early. Like, what does he do now? He can't play a car salesman.
He literally went from all those to a superhero.
No, that's what I'm saying. But where does he go now? What do you cast him at now? He played Jackie Robinson, Thurgood Marshall. What, he gonna play Jesus next?
He played James Brown.
James Brown, like,
but those are all different characters. They all happen to be iconic black people.
Right.
Not saying it's coincidentally, but it wasn't like.
And then Black Panther. But what do you put him in now?
I think you put him in anything. What I'd love to see him in is a romantic comedy.
I would love to just see him in just playing a regular guy. Because now I just feel like you can only play the big gusto.
I don't think so.
That's all he's played. You ever seen him play nothing else?
I've seen him play.
When have you ever seen him just play straight man regular, or just something?
For the most part, T'Challa is straight man regular with an accent.
But just the fact that Black Panther was so what it was.
Yeah, but he was also, bro. When he's Black Panther in Winter Soldier and Civil War, he's solid. He's muted. He ain't doing nothing. I feel like he hasn't made a bad.
I just feel like all those roles that he had were great to do and great resume fillers. And he's a great actor to me. Mm-hmm. I just feel like casting him moving forward is going to be difficult because he's played so many iconic.
I don't think so. I think he's showed you he has range, because James Brown is iconic, but that character is very different than Thurgood Marshall.
Actually, he has showed a ton of range.
Yeah, those are just.
I take it back.
Yeah, they just happen to be all black people. It's so funny to take it back. I really wish, because we wanted to go the 10K Shy thing, I really wish I had stuck with Chicago, because way more people watch that to the end. I don't think they're not going to come to the show. Right. But they called me, oh, you want to come to Chicago, dude? I talked about Chicago great for 15 minutes.
You did.
But the last minute, because of Madison Square Garden.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? As a performer,
I'm a good prosecutor.
No, but that was a good point. Mm-hmm. And but it was just funny that, like, when you just said you changed your mind. It's funny that I really wish I had stuck with Chicago. But anyway, who are you? Were you comparing Michael B. Jordan to those great actors?
I just
think he's just not in that class.
I just think he ain't that good. And the reason why I think women put him on such a pedestal because he's a good-looking guy and he got abs. That's great, but they call him a good-looking guy that has abs. Don't say he's a good actor.
I don't think women be saying Michael B. Jordan is the best actor. They be saying he's bae, but I haven't seen a lot of people be like Michael Jordan.
You don't think that his women's affinity towards him helps propel him to probably one of the number one actors out there?
Here's my thing. Do you think Michael B. Jordan is a better actor than The Rock?
No.
I think he's far better than The Rock.
Far better?
The Rock, you talk about playing the same character over and over.
He hasn't really showed us a lot.
He hasn't done
I take
literally
that back. Okay,
nothing since
let me not be egregious and stupid. No, he can definitely act better than The Rock. Yes,
yeah. So in The Rock, women now The Rock is more funny. Like he's played more roles where he can be funny.
Right.
But as far as a character, like
we've never seen no depth in him.
Nothing. Even when the movies are supposed to have heart, it'd be like, but you're also not going to see The Rock movies for that.
True.
You're going to see
something blow up.
Some blow up.
And him have a witty one-liner.
And witty one-liner. And that man made the same. He
said wear the same outfits in some movies.
Literally 5 movies that came out in a 2-year Period.
He got the same tattoo. They never address him. They got nothing to do with nothing. It
don't make no sense in nothing. Yeah. So I think The Rock is more in Michael B. Jordan's class of actors than
that's actually very true.
Leo, bro, you compared Leo, one of the all them other people.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually. Let's say this is an interesting thing, and we're just doing bonus episode. We're just
we're having fun, man. We're just having conversations.
Take the greats out.
Okay.
Tom. Mm-hmm. These are the people you have to take out.
Okay.
Tom, Leo, Robert De Niro, Denzel, Will. Let's just take all the people that we consider great and been out for a long time, like 20 plus years. Take them all out. Who are the next best 5 actors? Black men, just for now.
What's Denzel Washington's son's name?
Oh my God. Ricky. No, that's his character in Ballers. John David Washington.
I think he's probably leading the pack. He's really, really good.
What gives you that? Black Klansman or Ballers?
Black Klansman. I liked him in Ballers.
Now that's just one movie, mind you.
Oh, it is.
Black Klansman is one movie in Ballers.
But he just got cast for something really big.
You ain't seen it.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll give you. It's your list.
Okay. So this is no particular order. I like him. You know who else I like? I don't want to say his name wrong. The dude that took over.
Chiwetel?
What?
Took over what?
That took over for Derwin on The Game.
Pooch Hall?
No.
I never watched the new Game.
But his name is Jay.
Jay Ellis?
Jay Ellis. I like Jay Ellis. Jay Ellis is good.
Okay. You think he's one of the best black actors out?
Right now?
From Insecure?
Yes.
I didn't know he was in The Game.
Yes. He took over the show, and I was a real big fan of that show.
Okay.
So I liked him in that. There ain't really a ton of black actors.
Plenty. What about your boy from Moonlight?
Oh, yeah, Mahershala. I'm sorry. He should have been number 1. He's running the game right now.
Yeah, I wasn't even talking about him, though.
Yeah.
I was talking about the dude who's in Bird Box. I feel like Mahershala is closer to Denzel in them status. He got 2 Oscars.
Yeah, he's getting up there, yeah.
I don't consider
But
him.
I feel like he came out of nowhere.
He had.
I feel like he was just nowhere, then he was everywhere.
Bro, he was. I'm trying to think of the first thing I saw him in.
I seen him in Kicks.
What's that?
It's an indie movie about shoes, about this kid who gets jacked for his Jordans and he has to go get his Jordans back. And he's in it. He's great in that.
My first thing I saw was House of Cards, and he was good. He was stellar in Luke Cage.
I was so mad they took him out of that show.
Yo, the dude regrets it. Yeah. But yeah, I don't.
He has.
But he's probably of the new class. He's the
guy. I feel like he has the most presence on stage, like on camera. Like you can't look at anything. It's like, gee, what is this guy? And I heard he's been killing it on True Detective. I haven't got to see it yet.
That show kind of weird to me.
Really?
Nothing against him. I watched the first season. It be having like a lot of dark elements, and it's super slow. And the second season sucks so bad. I was just like, but I might watch it just because I like Mahershala.
So back to my list. Mahershala,
he's number 1.
Mahershala's number 1.
Yeah.
I put Denzel's son number 2.
John David Washington.
And then I put Jay Ellis number 3. What else am I thinking about?
The other dude in Moonlight, I think his name is Trayvon. He was in Bird Box, and he was the main character in Moonlight. I really like him. I think his name is Trayvon something. I don't know.
Okay.
But he was good. I like him.
And I guess Michael B. Jordan would be in my top 5.
Chadwick,
and then I guess you put Michael B. Jordan
around there.
But he'd be number 5. He'd be a soft 5. He'd be number 5.
And he's a bad actor, but he's also
number 6. When you look at it, just what the pickings is for black actors, like
I'm trying to think of new people because I'm thinking Lorenz Tabor. He's been around forever. Terrence Howard. He's been around forever. I'm talking about people whose the last 5 to 7 years they've been having their rise. Like
you know who I really like?
Who?
And I would probably take whatchamacallit off my top 5 for this guy.
Who?
The guy that plays the rapper in ATL.
Oh,
I like that guy.
Yeah,
I like that guy.
Brian Tyree Henry.
I like him.
He's good.
He's worth the price of admission. He's good in everything he does too.
He is good.
I like him.
That's a good one. You know who else? Sterling K. Brown.
Oh, and I think we forgot. I like from This Is Us.
Sterling K. Brown. He's good. And the dude in the Johnny Cochran thing, he was so good.
He killed that. And I think we be forgetting.
And he was in Black Panther.
I think we be forgetting about Donald Glover too.
Well, he just was in that. Actually, no, he was in Star Wars. He was the best part of the Han Solo.
He was in yeah, and he was.
Yeah, I like him on that too. I don't consider him like a. I mean, he is an actor, but I mean, I guess I consider him an actor.
And I put Issa up there too, because we're not just saying men, right?
No, I would say men because compared to Michael B. Jordan.
Right.
If we go flip to women and we talk about the new, I feel like Lupita is with us.
Oh,
and we'll talk about it in the main.
Oh,
but when I tell you,
Lupita,
she should get. I saw a funny tweet. Somebody said for her performance, she should be nominated for Best Actress for one of her characters in Us and Best Supporting for her other character.
She is and her characters don't be having nothing to do with each other.
Can't even talk.
She don't.
Oh man, no.
She about to fall?
Yeah, I'm about to fall. Her character in Black Panther. Her character. She already has an Oscar off the rip.
And 12 Years a Slave she killed?
That's what she got the Oscar for.
There's a lot of promising black actors out there. That's why I want Michael B. Jordan to step it up.
I don't think he's doing bad. He's also pretty young. Because remember when Denzel was young?
I think that the hype machine has gotten to him and people have just propelled him into just this bigger than life. And I'm just like, bro, you got to act better.
You're doing the same thing with him as you're doing with Black Panther. Michael B. Jordan's probably, 26, 27 years old, maybe 28?
He's not 30 yet.
He's definitely not 30 yet. Compare him to where Denzel was at that time. He's doing Cry Freedom.
I am being very hard on my man.
But you're taking somebody's whole career
and
remember Sam Jackson at that time.
That's like comparing Michael Jordan's career to Ben Simmons.
Yeah, he's not a great shooter.
Yeah. Give him some time.
Yeah, let him develop.
Okay, I apologize, Michael B. Jordan, if you're a part of the Patreon family.
The title though.
What?
Is Michael B. Jordan a bad actor? Daniel Caesar, is Michael B. Jordan a bad actor? Man,
we had other things we were supposed to talk about.
Yeah, let's get to the one gotta go.
So, so we not even gonna touch these other things?
Yeah, let's listen for the main.
Okay,
because we still gotta. What time is it? Remember, we still got a show tonight.
Yeah, we still got to tell jokes for people in a live fashion.
And you need a little bit of chance for rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2:30, though.
All right, cool. All right. So, now it's time for One Gotta Go and One Gotta Go, Go, Go. This time is going to be for producers.
You listen this.
This is going to be for producers.
Yes.
This was actually a pretty tough one. We got Dr. Dre, Pharrell, Timbaland, and Kanye.
Okay.
Take your prejudices about Kanye aside. Now we're just talking about his musical talent.
Mm-hmm.
First person off the list for me, you already know what time it is with me.
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Drizzy. Why?
You want Dr. Pepper first off the list.
Why would Dr. Dre come off my list first? He's entirely too instrumental to West Coast. Actually, to hip hop in general. But he gave you NWA. Without him, you get no Snoop. Without Dre, you get no 50 Cent. Without Dre, you get no Eminem. Without Dre, you get no Kendrick Lamar.
He didn't produce a lot of tracks.
I'm not saying, but he's the one who found him.
But are we talking tracks only?
No, we're talking about his impact and all things involved. All things.
All things?
All things.
I guess you haven't forgot about Dre.
You understand that? I like what you did there. So Dre automatically got to come off the list first. And you also have to understand he pioneered a whole sound. He was the samples, the Dre better be coming off your list. Who's coming off the list first for you?
Timbaland.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm gonna go with what is, and the thing about One Gotta Go, I think this is why it gets people so riled up. It's about your life and your approach to whatever it is, music, food, whatever. Mm-hmm. And Timbaland, I'm gonna tell you the moment it changed for me. Timbaland did
Up Jumps the Boogie?
No. When he put that baby in Aaliyah's song. Baby did not sound like that.
That's exactly how the baby
No, neither of us can really do it.
That was your fix to buy? No, that was a great beat.
But when he did that, I remember thinking, what on earth would propel you to do that? Why would you do that? And why does it work?
But see, that's the thing. I knew early on listening to his music, when he was doing the triple stuff with the drums and just being that
him, Missy,
bold.
Genuine, all that Virginia Hive with Jodeci, Devontae Dalvin, and then his stuff with Justin Timberlake.
Future, sex, love, song.
He should. Man,
that might be my favorite R&B album of all time.
Future Sex Love Song.
I love that album.
Production.
I'll say that with a straight face.
It's a good album.
Great album. And I listened to it.
And Justin Timberlake better thank his lucky stars that he has Timberlake, because without him, can you imagine? Even Justified.
Yeah. He gave him that
2020 experience, the
first
one.
You know what I think about Timberland a lot too? And it keeps me up at night sometimes. I hate the fact that I feel like them and their whole crew left so much on the table.
Who, Timberland?
Oh my God. Well, he had Aaliyah. You know, Aaliyah was part of their crew. Genuine, Missy. And I don't know whatever happened. I know, but what I'm saying is they were all like a team. Yeah. And I just expected them to just grow and do albums, and then it kind of got cut short. Timberland and Missy stopped working together relatively early. Or
Missy also doesn't get enough credit.
She does not.
Just as an artist. And I know people love her, but I feel like we don't properly respect her.
She, to me, is my number. I mean, I know people can make a strong argument for Lauryn Hill. She might be my number one woman artist.
Missy?
As far as hip hop? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, I don't.
A lot of people put Lauryn Hill in that spot, though.
I wouldn't.
We got to do that about female.
We do. I take Missy without.
Oh yeah, because Missy is just
without even.
She's an artist.
She might be my favorite.
She is.
People don't know she wrote songs that weren't like. She's written a lot of songs that she's not even on.
Right.
And musicality and dance and just funness. And I met her also. And
Did you?
Man, I met her in a hotel in L.A. First of all, she's tiny. Like,
is she?
Size wise.
I always had a little thing for her. She can. Yeah. She can. Yeah. You know what I liken to her? Missy is low-key to me like the Tony Baker of music, to where so respected by peers and just everybody loves, and everybody still loves. But you know how like you talk to different comedians about Tony, everybody like he's in everybody's top 5.
Yeah,
she is so dope at what she does as well. So
100%.
Okay, so Timberland's off for you, Dr. Dre's off for me. Number 2 off for me, I would have to say Kanye. Let me tell you fun fact about Kanye. My favorite rapper is Jay-Z. Kanye is the reason I started listening to Jay-Z. I always thought that Jay-Z picked the most trashiest beats their first couple albums. Yes, I was just like, I don't want to listen to. I can't get jiggy with these. Like, get this out of here.
The most trashiest.
Bro, it was just not good.
You didn't even care about grammar when you said that.
I did not. And when he did the Blueprint, I was just like, what? And then Black Album, arguably one of my favorite. Like, Kanye's contribution to the game is just, that's why I give him the pass that I give. And I'm just be like, yo, if that's going to be your biggest thing is that you just say stupid stuff, I'm going to just learn to ignore it. Because if that is a lot worse stuff you could be doing to get canceled by your boy. So he's done far too much in the game. And College Dropout was very instrumental in my life. I remember listening to
You didn't
Spaceship.
even go to college.
Exactly, but I dropped out before I went. But I also like the Spaceship song. I was working 2 security jobs. Like when music, you can remember places you work. I remember working 2 jobs.
Me as a thief, seeing you as a security guard, I'm gone. I'm stealing what you are never gonna. Who you caught?
Did I tell you about that? Did I tell you about how I got fired from my security job?
Nah.
So I was a security job at a movie theater. But you know your boy.
Snack
I was
City.
always going into the movies.
Snack City watching
So
the movie.
one day I just took it too far. Like I would normally go in and watch 10, 15 minutes of a movie. Today I was just like, I'm movie hopping. Watched like 3 movies. Bro, I came out.
Would you just sit
I was sitting there with a popcorn soda. I come outside 6 hours into my shift. The police are there. My supervisor's there.
Did something happen?
Yes.
That you were supposed to secure?
Yes. It was security. It was the sirens outside. I come out with a bucket of popcorn and a drink. And I see the cop talking to my boss, and they're both talking. They look at me like, and I pointing at me. They come like, where were you, Belcher? I was like, I was taking my break. There was 2 cars broken in. There was a fight. We were calling you. Did you know that we paged you? You didn't pick up your walkie-talkie. I was just like, but I was on my break. He fired me in front of everybody. He was like, give me your badge. I was like, it's not a real badge, you dork. Give me your badge, Belcher. Took my badge from me.
Why did you buy popcorn and candy and soda at work and watch a full movie?
And I was just...
So you come out the movie like, man, where is the security? This is me. Let me put this down. Hey, what's going on here? I'll be officer. Come over here and tell me what happened so I can tell you what happened. You're supposed to be the first responder, Andrew.
My boss wasn't even supposed to be there. He had to come from the field.
Why was your phone off?
This was back then. It wasn't even cell phones. I had a beeper. I put it on vibrate because I was trying to enjoy the movie. Didn't really listen to it. I was trying to be a good movie patron. Like I was watching Austin Powers Part 2, The Spy Who Shagged Me, came out. And I had the bucket of popcorn because they knew me. They kept giving me refills. So I was like 4 buckets deep. I was popcorn wasted. Came out there and got fired. Had to give up my badge. But I was listening to Kanye on my break. So that's why. So
ouch.
Kanye's out for me, number 2. Who's number 2
Kanye's out for me as well.
Okay.
Now, you know this about me. Mm-hmm. This is going to impact how I choose this for. Mm-hmm. Didn't listen to a whole bunch of rap. Well, as a kid, even though I was a church kid, I felt cool listening to R&B, but like straight hardcore rap, like I wasn't listening to a whole bunch of that. Whatever was popular, I'm aware of.
Girl.
I actually loved the Doggy Style album, one of my favorite albums from.
You like Doggy Style?
For whatever reason, so I had my Walkman. And I had like Doggy Style. No. I remember, and I'm talking about tape, not CD.
Tape?
Bro, we were on a Greyhound. Now a Walkman. I had 2 tapes. I had in my life. This one point in my life, I had the Doggy Style album, and I'm talking about I listened to that. That was an LA Crip.
That's why you say cuz all the time when you get back.
God, I thought that was and the cover, remember the cover?
Oh yeah, it was classic.
I was like, unlock this.
Unlock it.
So but anyway, but after that I didn't listen to crazy rap like that. I mean, I was just always aware of every artist who's big, Eminem and all that stuff. But I wasn't purchasing albums and listening to full albums.
Right. You was purchasing
Shut up.
Bible scriptures and the such.
Yes, so but when I really started getting into rap, probably 7-8 years ago.
Kanye was your first guy.
Man.
Kanye.
Because Kanye was rapping, but it
so
wasn't
you probably
like...
came in right around Dark Twisted Fantasy.
No. It was when I was in college dropout later. I'm talking about when Kanye was on the scene. Okay. No, I'm talking about... Well, yeah, you're right. That was what?
15 years.
You know what? Me and Melissa had this conversation. I feel like the older you get, the less aware of how much time has passed.
That's very true.
Because in my mind, college was really 7 or 8 years ago. It was absolutely...
you're about to be 36.
Dope. Absolutely started college 18 years ago. Wow. So me and my wife were talking about this the other day. Right, she was trying to do this math. Right, we was talking about our old church. She was like, "Man, I remember I was at the church because the church is coming up on the 20th anniversary." Mm-hmm. She was like, "Man, I was there for like I feel like the 3rd or 4th anniversary. That doesn't make sense because they're up to 20. You know, because it was I moved there in '99. I was 10, 11 years ago. I was like, Melissa, 1999 was 20 years ago.
Jesus.
She was like,
even scarier thought. I graduated in '97, 22 years ago.
Did you go to your 20-year reunion?
No.
Why?
Remember I told you like I was heavily drinking at the time, and I was dealing with things in my past, and I just wanted to go and show everybody that I made it.
Yeah.
I was operating with that energy too much. It wasn't going to be a good
We're off track.
Yeah, sorry.
Back to the Kanye thing.
Okay.
He was the first rapper I got into that I felt like, okay, it wasn't always talking about women, crazy money. Like he was talking about.
He was like a person.
Just different stuff. Mm-hmm. And I love that he never tried to be something he wasn't. And know he was making a lot of beats. And I also connect with the story. Like people was telling me he wasn't gonna be no rapper. You just make beats. You make beats. You make beats. You make beats. So and his beats were so good. They were like, all right, rap. I mean, you know. So he's second off the board for me for those reasons. So he made some of the best beats ever.
Absolutely.
Ever.
Absolutely.
You listen to this.
Absolutely. And
I gotta stop letting you influence my vocabulary so much. Whatever you say, I'd be like, this is the best. I will say it now also.
We're friends, man. So for my third one, that got to come off. And now this.
So now it's down to the wire.
Now it's Timbaland and Swiss Beats. And you, Kanye.
Swiss Beats for real.
That's Swiss Beats. For real.
Swiss Beats looks like an ostrich.
What are you doing?
I don't want to be cool.
All right, so now it's down to Timbaland and Pharrell for me. Now, this is not that difficult of a decision for me. I kind of feel like...
I'm going to sit down.
So I feel they both have done a lot. Pharrell has done a lot. I like Happy. I like Grinding. I like a lot of the things that he's done. I like the Nerd album, the first Nerd album. A lot of people don't even listen to that. A lot of stuff that he's done for different... Well, that's actually fire.
I could make that beat on the Triton keyboard. He used literally 4 keys. Remember the Triton keyboard? 4 keys.
I know about Triton.
Bro, everybody in the church was on it.
I used to have a Motif 6.
Yeah, I used to have a Motif 8 at the church.
We're a lot alike. All right, so as much as I like Pharrell and those things that I just said that he did, I'm not going to lose Timbaland for him. Timbaland changed music. So Timbaland would definitely stay. Timbaland is just... He's just done too much. He's just influenced music way too much for a ton of the reasons that you said. Pharrell just doesn't really.
But Pharrell said SSWWUVE.
Winston from Churchill could have said that. I would have been fine. I don't care who said that. As far as just producing,
do I feel like? I don't want to say nothing crazy.
What?
Because I was gonna say Pharrell. I mean, I was gonna say Dr. Dre.
You can't say Dr. Dre because then you lose Eminem. Your putts.
Here's the thing that sucks. I love Pharrell. Grinding, Nerd album, all those beats he made. But as far as impact,
it's not even. No, you can't.
My impact?
If you got to take Dr. Dre off?
I thought about it.
Are you
because
dumb?
I'm not. Well, here's the thing.
But Dr. Dre, bro.
I know, but I don't listen to rap crazy like that. I never buy no Eminem album. I love Eminem when he first came out. The hi kids, do you like violence? You want to see me 6 L's? No, in the club, like whatever the singles were in the club, 28 questions or 21 questions. Kendrick, I love, and he found Kendrick and signed him to Aftermath. But he wasn't making beats for him like that. But if you're talking about all his impact,
oh my God,
then I can't let him go.
You can't.
I can't let him go.
I'll fight you. Throw you out the 17th floor window.
So Pharrell.
This has been another installment of bonus episodes and we are nearing our 3,000th Patreon member. Once we get to
member,
we gotta figure out something how we're gonna select. Because we're gonna fly one of you out.
I know. There's a website that you can use that you can use for
just gonna randomly select one?
Yeah. There's a website you can use for
you don't want to
enter. People need to enter.
Okay.
And it's we used to use that ADD. I forgot the name, but I'll find it. But it's a sweepstakes. Okay. It'll randomly pick the name for you. So we have to tell people who are on the right path, you have to go to this website, do this, so that we can. So that way we have no say-so. Okay. And then you have to answer within a certain amount of time, or we go to the next person.
And then whoever wins that will get an all-expense-paid flight
to Los Angeles,
go to dinner with us, and just chop it up with your boy, Doughboy.
And kept on straight.
Thank you guys for bearing with us. Thank you for being patient and allowing us to eat and go off topic.
I know,
give y'all. We had a bunch of other stuff that we were going to talk about, but we just talking to our family. So when we talking to the family, it's less structure and just more. Y'all just had lunch with your boys. So keep supporting. We love you all, and we will see you soon.
Bye-bye.